want you to look at body language of a drummer.
Oh yeah, okay.
Just tell me what do you? I don't know. What's your impression from this? So let's go Stewart Copeland.
Oh yeah.
So he's hitting a gong,
Hammering a gong there.
and he's going like this.
Like that's the celebration. That's
Yeah.
the victory pose.
Yeah.
He starts off in victory.
Yeah.
So he's even kicks off and saying, "I am the victor."
Yeah.
And
Direct.
yeah. He's got a slight smile on his face as well.
Oh.
So that's he's enjoying.
That's
He's
so
enjoying
cool.
that as well. But yeah, what comes across most to me about that is that
Confidence?
victory pose
Ah.
there beforehand.
Yeah.
But then what's interesting is this flicking thing that imagine it's like he's throwing paint.
Yeah. Like
Yeah.
yes, not stabbing maybe, but
Yeah.
almost.
Like I've seen, was it Ringo who seems
Oh,
to
the
kind of
windshield
windshield wipes. It's just like
Yeah.
flicking some water around.
And the head.
Yeah, and the head going.
Yeah,
It's
completely
great.
different.
So it's great. You look at some drummers and you can see there's some metaphors in terms of what their body is doing. Like
Yeah.
he's like splashing
Oh, cool.
paint everywhere. Ringo's just kind of wiping,
Yeah.
having a great day wiping stuff.
Yeah. Oh man. So this is Carter Beauford, Dave Matthews Band.
Okay.
What I get from him is like he exudes joy. Actually, sorry, I'm gonna go to this side. Yeah, Carter to me just like exudes. He sends off a very joyful vibe.
Right.
And I notice many non-drummers, that like Dave Matthews Band just are almost like a magnet. Kind of bouncy.
Yeah, that's right. So that for me is he's got this sense in his arms of cool. It's like I'm just taking a walk. Flick
Yeah.
my stick round.
Yeah.
Just flicking my stick round.
Yeah.
Crossing the stick. It's got a bit of tension in his mouth.
Yeah.
But the rest of the body is just like I'm just walking along the beach. Nothing amazing happening here.
Yeah.
So it feels like he's being very relaxed around what we can see here, which is incredible technique.
But he's very focused and accurate.
Yeah. He's got this upward little head thing that he's doing here. That's correct.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I'm just playing correctly. Very relaxed, nice smile there. A lot of economy and like this very loose in the body, but it's not really moving.
Yeah.
I mean, it's all in its how it really is working.
And an open-handed drummer. He's a biting the lip too. Like isn't this cool? Everybody?
This is what's called lip suppressing. It's like I've got to stop the excitement.
Whoa.
We get out of control. Like he's keeping control of himself. He's going, I got to keep control of this. Yeah, it's not a runaway.
So
It's not a runaway
chaos.
horse. It's order and chaos. Because emotions can be, if they're not contained in some way, can get utterly chaotic and very dangerous to be around. Whether it's sadness or joy, or imagine somebody joyful and cannot contain it in any way. Well, they'd be all over the place. There's nothing wrong with that. It's just
That's kind of like
stuff.
kids, actually.
Yeah.
Oh my God!
It's like, stop, right, you'll hurt yourself. Literally, you go, you'll hurt yourself. You'll trip. Well, I'm excited.
Yeah.
Maybe you'll trip over and hurt yourself.
Yeah.
So I'll worry. Sometimes our worry is like, I don't think I can manage this level of emotion being expressed, because what if I started to mirror it and do it? I'd tear the place up.
That's a big part of drumming, man, right?
Right.
Like, I'm in it, aggressive, sad, whatever, soft,
Right.
but if I go too far, I'll lose the control on it.
Right, well, you won't be in a band anymore. Be a solo. You'll be a soloist, which could be really It could be really good.
Wow.
But you got to contain it and channel it for the music and for the audience.
Yeah, that's a big part of it, man. I've felt, well, speaking of which, Neil Peart.
Yeah.
Here we go. Now, story about him, his mom asked him once, "You don't look like you enjoy playing drums."
Right.
And he said, "Mom, this is the only face I can make because I'm playing to the absolute edge of my ability. Like,
right.
It's almost gonna fall
right,
apart.
It's athletic.
It's athletic, yeah.
It's athletic.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
And he would never, well, I think he smiles kind of at the end of certain songs. It's rare to see Neil Peart smile.
Yeah, I mean,
it's surgery.
It's surgery.
Right.
You're right. He's even got the surgeon's cap on.
Yeah.
That's absolutely accurate. This is brain surgery.
Yes.
Give me
There's a lot at stake
scalpel.
here. Lives are at stake.
Yeah. Okay.
Every second counts.
Yeah. There's a sense of accuracy. Yeah. You're right. It's very. Here's my take on it. Is it feels very crafty. There's a lot of craft. I'm not sure for me where the artist is. I'm not sure. Like looking at him, I'm going. I don't know. I kind of go, yeah, but I think somebody else could probably play that as well.
Well, I think of him as a craftsman, and I know with him, he's tried to, in his career, let that improvisational free spirit come out more through studying jazz and stuff, and not just be too methodical, I guess, and like perfectionistic.
Yeah.
But definitely a surgeon and a craftsman.
It seems so exact.
Yeah. That my fear is, if he did that tomorrow, it would be exactly the same as he did today.
Whereas when I look at Stewart Copeland, I kind of go, well, who knows what's going to happen?
Yeah.
Who knows what's going to happen?
Yeah. Good. Well, and he's kind of known for like when drummers are in the audience watching him.
Right.
They famously air drum.
they can play along.
Yeah, and they're literally, he will not change the parts. So you get all the drummers in the audience like.
Right, so isn't that so? I'm not a fan of the band at all. I don't know anything about him, but how easy is it for me to accurately go? Yeah. I bet it's the same. My worry is it's the same every day, and I'm right.
Well,
He's actually trying to make it the same every day.
Correct. Yeah.
Now that's either in terms of music, that's either something you like or you don't like. That's either to your taste or not to your taste. But certainly it's not so much to my taste.
Yeah.
It does feel a bit like watching a surgeon.
Well, Stewart would try air drumming to his
right.
And even John Bonham too. Like when you hear the live Zeppelin stuff, it's like okay.
Yeah. Keith Moon. Try following it. I'm absolutely sure he had no idea what was going on.
He didn't even know either.
No. That's the great joy of it. Is like this guy doesn't know what's going to happen next.
Yeah. Well, this is Tony Williams, and this is probably my favorite drummer of all time. He definitely, you'd see him make an angry face.
Right.
Because he just pushed himself to the edge of his ability and not going to know what's going to happen. And sometimes he'd not play something as well as he thought he would, and he'd just scowl at himself.
Right.
Tony, you never knew what was going to happen. Notice that he played really big sticks, big drums, they're yellow.
Yeah. There seems more. Seems like a lot of power was coming from his upper shoulders there. Like compared to the guy that we were watching. I can't remember the name of the drummer now. The guy with the smile, very economical.
Oh, Curry, yeah.
Yeah. So I don't remember his shoulders moving much at all. Like this guy's rolling his shoulders, he's launching forward into things, backing off them. Physically, kind of way more engaged.
And he's the band leader.
Right.
So he's kind of like, okay guys, this is what we're doing. Watch this little record. And he's kind of looking at...
So he's really listening to the music. Really listening to, like, he's listening to that trumpet. He's going, what's going on here? Like,
well, you do see him give these guys looks, like he'll really better...
So
beyond this part,
it was for me, like, his mind feels like it's in charge of all of the instruments. Like he's making that player play. I think that's what's going on is he's going, okay, make this, play the trumpet like this.
He's playing the whole band.
Playing the whole band.
Wow. You know, he studied orchestration. He was heavy into it, so that's funny you say that. I think a lot of this he would probably compose. So you nailed it, man.
Right. But even when they're soloing, I think he thinks he's playing them.
Yeah.
I think Yeah.
Okay, so last one we can do. Man, I can do this all day. This is fun. Last one, Steve Gadd.
He's kind of like, just hand on the drums. Right.
My teacher John said,
almost slumped over. It's almost like it wouldn't take much for him to just fall on the drums, would it?
Yeah.
It's almost.
Do you think he's like, obviously he's committed, but I just get this like,
it's like
I'm giving my whole.
He is like so soft in his body that it could, melt with the drums.
Whoa, yeah,
I think he's kind of. Look how he's almost. I know it's something about the technique as well, but he's almost leaning on those drums. He's being. It's like it's like a sofa or a bed that he's.
Yeah.
He's like crawling into.
Is it a giving state?
I think it's almost like they're helping support him. He's so intense that they're supporting him.
Yeah. Well, my teacher Dom used to say, watch some of your favorite drummers in mute.
Yeah, sure.
So you only see their body language.
Right.
Which is kind of like what
and also, it's like if you put a stick on his head, you could probably play another. Got a hard hat and put a stick on it. It's like his head is. But it's there's like a counterpoint happening in his head.
Steve said something interesting once. He said, I like playing when I'm tired. Like he meant, it's funny how you caught on that. Because,
it's
like I'm jet lagged. Yeah, like.
Oh, what do we just play to do that?
Yeah. Whereas he said, like, when I'm well rested and fired up, I don't play as well like that.
Well, it is interesting when you use your instinct and judgment around seeing these bodies moving this way, how close you are to what they're actually thinking. It is embodied. The body becomes symbolic of what's happening in their mind. But the great thing is you can copy it. Like you can try this out. I can
see how it works.
It's like what's that?
Or a little bit of each.
A little bit of each.
Yeah.
Like take the same groove and see what happens when you choose a different, your favorite drummer's body.
Yeah, that's a little trick that I've used. I'm almost like I'll reference certain drummers.
Right.
Like, it's a Questlove kind of lay back, and then it's a more Stewart Copeland kind of thing here.
So it isn't just a set of rhythms; it's an attitude.
Yes. And
playing drums like Stewart Copeland isn't just the things he chooses to play. It's the attitude body, and the body. Yeah. Which means that you can play with somebody's attitude and body, but not necessarily play their grooves.
Ah. That's better to me.
Yeah.
Because
you might come up with something better than that.
Yeah.
It's quite likely you'll.
Cool.
So what's interesting is if you do that, you're quite likely to surprise yourself a bit more. I mean, you must have done that when I've certainly done it when I've been recording music and recording. We played it back and I've gone, I couldn't do that again. I don't know. I don't know. You basically go, I don't know how I managed to do that.
Yeah.
That's a great moment when you actually surprise yourself.
Yeah, that's.
And you can probably surprise yourself more if you're choosing other people's bodies.
Yeah, and it sparks something.